the mouse, the bird, and the sausage. Once upon a time, in a small forest cottage surrounded by whispering pines, there lived three very unusual friends: a mouse, a bird, and a sausage. Though they were as different as could be, they loved one another dearly and lived in perfect harmony. Each had their role in their tiny household. The bird, with his light wings and sharp eyes, would fly into the woods each morning to collect firewood. The mouse kept the house tidy, sweeping the floors, setting the table, and drawing water. And the sausage, plump and cheerful, handled the cooking. He would roll himself around the pot, seasoning the soup with just the right flavor. Their life was peaceful and full of laughter. Every evening, as the golden light faded through the trees, the bird would sing while the sausage served a warm meal, and the mouse would tell stories by the fire. They often said, "When everyone does their part, all are happy." But one day, things began to change. As the bird flew through the woods, he met another bird perched high in the branches. "Why," the stranger asked mockingly, "do you, a free creature of the sky, work like a servant for a mouse and a sausage? You should let them fetch wood for once. Surely you could do their jobs better." The bird, proud and curious, thought about those words all the way home. That evening, when they gathered for supper, he said, "Dear friends, I think it's unfair that I should always fetch the wood while you stay home. Tomorrow, let's trade our duties, just for one day." The mouse and the sausage exchanged worried glances. "But we each have our own strengths," the mouse said softly. "If we change, something might go wrong." "Nonsense," chirped the bird. "We'll manage. It'll be fun." And so, the next morning, they switched tasks. The bird stayed home to cook. The mouse went out to gather wood, and the sausage took the bucket to fetch water. But trouble soon came. As the sausage wriggled along the path toward the well, a hungry dog appeared. Seeing what looked like a tasty snack, the dog gobbled him up without hesitation. When the mouse reached the well and found the bucket floating, but no sign of her friend, she began to tremble with fear. Meanwhile, back at the cottage, the bird was having no luck with the cooking. He flew around the pot, dropped in herbs and salt, but without the sausage's magic, everything burned. When the mouse returned, she cried, "Our dear sausage is gone. A dog has taken him." The bird was horrified. "We must carry on for his sake," he said, though his heart was heavy. They tried to live as before, but nothing worked. The mouse went to stir the pot, like the sausage once had, but she slipped into the boiling soup and was lost. When the bird returned to the kitchen, the smell of smoke filled the air. Seeing what had happened, he let out a cry of despair. In his grief, he flew wildly about the room, knocking over pots and pans, until a spark caught his wing. The little cottage caught fire, and the bird, unable to escape, was consumed in the smoke. And so ended the friendship of the mouse, the bird, and the sausage, three companions who once lived in perfect balance until envy and pride broke their harmony. The forest grew quiet again, and the wind whispered through the trees as if mourning them. The lesson was simple but eternal. Each has a gift, and only when we honor those gifts can friendship truly thrive.